Every once in a while, you meet a strong individual who's lived a very productive life for a very long time and has given many gifts to the community without asking for anything back. Such a one is Jack Beck. Jack is unusual in that he is both an artist and a certified public accountant. As a painter, he's an amazing colorist, one of the best, teasing the purest luminosity from his paints. As a CPA, he's used his extensive know-how to advise many local arts groups and organizations. And if you look behind the curtains of significant art events and organizations in Marin County, you'll find Jack at or near the controls. When he's involved in a venture, he holds nothing back. He speaks the truth as he sees it. He comes from a vast background of knowledge and experience, and his observations are always trenchant. Add to this his personal creation, the annual Mill Valley Paint-Off. Without Jack, this event would never have existed. He gathered the support of a community of businesses to help underwrite prizes for participants, and he reached into his own pocket a number of times. Jack knew the public would love an opportunity to watch artists at work, and he knew it would be challenging for artists to paint under the constraints of time, kibitzers, and weather. So right out of the gate, the event was a hit. Thousands of people have experienced and enjoyed the event as artists, viewers, collectors, jurors, and donors. Jack Beck is a singular man, one of a kind. Jack Beck. There is something about Mill Valley that makes you feel like you're part of a community, not just an individual floating on a raft somewhere out at sea. That something exists in Alice Corning's home, where artists, writers, musicians, scientists, thinkers, and creative dreamers often come together. Alice's work in clay is enriched by her community and informed by the aesthetic she lives with, what she has collected from other cultures, and by her own life experiences and creative aesthetic. There is a rich pageant of information in her pottery. She is particularly pure in her approach to clay. She truly reveres her medium. Like Japanese potters, she allows for accidents, yet her responses to surprises are always thoughtful. Even when her forms take an unusual turn, they remain restrained and calm. Her complicated constructions are beautifully balanced. The triangle sculptures, tiny bases with massive bodies, are impressive architecturally. The translucence and richness of color in her celadon glazes glows from within, and her iron-based glazes are rich and of the earth. Alice the person is reflected in her pots, thoughtful, considered, classic, searching, fun, measured, and warm. Both the work and the artist communicate a lovely balance of serenity and quiet excitement. Alice Corning. Through her programming for the Mill Valley Film Festival, Zoe Elton rekindles our curiosity about the world and ourselves. A hunter after truth, she probes the films and videos submitted to the festival for the same degree of candor and meaning that she herself desires. And if she finds them, she becomes their fiercest champion. She is comfortable with the full spectrum of storytelling, from blockbuster genre cinema to the most extreme avant-garde, honoring the best of it all. Her travels abroad have deepened her understanding of other cultures and peoples, and this has enhanced her ability to choose great films. She has an innate ability to pick films that speak to us on a deeply personal level, and to challenge us with films that are both enlightening and, at times, difficult. Zoe is thoughtful, graceful, and a mentor to her staff. She can be wonderfully Zen-like, and this translates to her onstage interviews, which are insightful and timely. And she has a great talent for knowing how to give filmmakers advice. She has been known for her willingness to discuss their films and to spend time with them. Her own creativity is like an infinity pool. It runs deep and it overflows. She is a writer, director, artist, and a jewelry designer. And because she is an artist herself, it is all the more remarkable that she chooses to be an advocate for the art of others. The classic dramatist Terence once wrote, "Nothing human is foreign to me." And this is the foundation of Zoe Elton's world view. Zoe Elton. Betty Gurk was initially a musician, but eventually chose archaeology and anthropology as her life's work. Always ready for adventure, she has done field work in many countries and Marin County, writing books and creating videos, teaching at the College of Marin, and inspiring countless students, friends, and her loving and supportive family. She first became interested in the native Coast Miwok when her children were in elementary school. She is now the foremost scholar on the tribe's history, and her work reveals a rich and complex culture. Descendants of the Coast Miwok in gratitude have made her an honorary tribal elder. Members of the tribe work to protect more than 600 Marin County sites where their ancestors once lived or celebrated, and where their rituals are observed today. Her book on Chief Marin has been a big part of this resurgence. As an author, her creative process is intense. She does far-reaching research, thinks and rethinks material, and is always concerned about how adaptable the material is for the reader. She understands her broad audience and provides information in such a way that it's easily grasped by the reader, regardless of his or her viewpoint. Long celebrated for her excellence in teaching, Betty continues to share her knowledge through slide lectures, books, and a guided tour for third graders of Mill Valley indigenous sites. Coast Miwok history is once again given the respected place it deserves in our community. Betty Gurk. Jimmy Dillon is a musical, magnetic force. He has a joyous way of making music and transmitting joy to others through the music. Everything, his amazing guitar playing, his composing, his creative instinct, blend to make a great performer. Jimmy is an eclectic and prolific songwriter, master of many styles. When he brings a song to the studio, players get to stretch out in ways they aren't usually allowed to when recording with others. His excitement rubs off and everybody flows. Musicians want to play with him. They don't do it for the bucks. They do it for Jimmy. Jimmy's love and generosity have led to his creation of Blue Star Music Camp, initially in Michigan, now in Mill Valley, where children learn from professional musicians how to interpret, perform, and even record in a supportive setting. His friends and colleagues often join him in his commitment to give back to the next generation gifts that he has been blessed to receive. Jimmy Dillon not only gives back to the community, he brings spirit and life to the community. Jimmy Dillon.